Hey cuties, Peachy here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we are gonna delve deep into the full reveal of the new Ghoulia Yelps doll that is a member exclusive to the Mattel Creations Monster High subscription fee. I know the reveal happened hours ago. I'm late, I got that, but since then, a lot of information has come to light about this doll, even with the membership fee still being a limited quantity release, meaning it is not a pre-order type of release. I have so many feelings. Let's just get into it, shall we? It's a doozy. Okay. Now, if you were not sure what I mean by limited quantity release, basically, if you purchased the membership, that's great. It costs $10, and if you did, and you thought that would, guarantee you an exclusive members only doll, then you would be falsely informed, because that is exactly what they're saying here. Is that even if you are a member, chances are still 50-50 of you actually being able to snag her before she sells out, because again, that's what limited quantity means. That means that they already have a set of dolls produced, and that's the amount that they're going to be able to sell on the launch date, which is this Friday. So if you thought that the membership fee, the $10 would have guaranteed you the exclusive releases, at least for Ghoulia here, that is not the case. But okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's first start off with the new pictures and little descriptions we have on the Mattel Creations website. So it starts off with this little description. It says, the smartest ghoul in school fan club is for friendships that last beyond a lifetime. You'll also get access to member exclusives like the Ghoulia Yelps doll. We get a picture of her looking amazing, and it says, serving stylish lurks. Ghoulia wears a sporty cropped turtleneck and separate sheer puff sleeves. The dramatic top is juxtaposed with a high gloss jumpsuit. Okay. So already we're getting layers. That's amazing. And then we get another picture, and then it says XODEXO. Her freaktacular exoskeleton corset resembles a ribcage in front and closes with an elegant spinal cord design in the back. It's sure to give you chills. Okay, that is amazing. I love the corset type of belt with the ribcage and rib cages, and then the spine in the back. That's amazing. That's amazing design, especially for Ghoulia, and that's what we saw before that wraps around her neck on the top. I was wondering what that was, so that's very cute. And then we have another highlight. It says delightful details. It says, we've hidden something special on the soles of her thigh-high boots. Her gravestone purse will also reveal a fun school-tastic surprise. Okay, so we have some more surprises for the purse and on the bottom side of her boots. Interesting. So I guess we'll only get to see those once the doll is actually, out in real life. So really cute. The purse does look amazing, and then the boots, of course, it's a first time ever for Monster High. We're getting fabric thigh-high boots. Yes, so all the boots that we've been getting from Rainbow High, Mattel has finally caught on, and they're now finally also doing some fabric type of boots. And they look pretty solid. They look good. And then we have some early design work from the designer. It says here, designer Annalise Lau. I think of the design as a love letter to Ghoulia. Annalise says, part of her story is that she's a geeky ghoul who likes comic books, games, and pop culture. The goal was to elevate the background into a sleek, modern look. We have a design here. It looks amazing, and I feel like it's a one-to-one pretty good rendition of what she designed. The actual doll looks like her, so that's pretty amazing. She did an amazing job. And then we have a close-up of Ghoulia's makeup. It says, creeping it's real. This is the first formal look for Ghoulia featuring pants, Annalise adds. We really wanted to celebrate her, updating her silhouette for alumni with this exclusive, including using fabric boots for the first time ever with this brand, which, again, that's what I said. That's amazing. It's a first time for Monster High. I cannot believe it's the first time. You'd have thought that by now somewhere in some shape or form we would have gotten some kind of fabric boots, but nope, this is the first time ever. And again, I gotta say, it looks pretty decent. And I don't understand what they mean by formal look. Ghoulia has had other, quote, formal looks and featuring pants. I'm sure she's worn pants before. I don't quite know what that means. I mean, she's wearing shorts here, so it's like, okay. Anyways, the silhouette looks great. Like they mentioned, the long hair, the boots, it really, and the puffy sleeves as well. Like it all kind of just like really works together. And at the very end, we can also see that there's going to be a live stream to also align with her launch on Friday. So what is the live stream going to be about? Probably gonna be the designers, showing the Ghoulia doll up close, more details. Maybe that's what's gonna be in a live stream. I'm not sure. I'm not a member, so maybe it's. I do think it's probably gonna be like a members exclusive live stream. So if you're a member, feel free to let me know what's gonna happen on a live stream when it happens on Friday. But yeah, interesting. A live stream. Okay. Now the actual price of the doll is $50, which is lower than the 75 or price point that Haute Couture had, which is great. $50. That's amazing. That looks like a piece of cake in comparison, right? Well, I mean, add in that, if you're not a member, you're going to be paying $60 because you got to buy the membership as well. And then, of course, this is only for U.S. citizens. If you live in the U.S., it's going to cost $50. But of course, I feel like a lot of us who do not live in the U.S. are going to pay well over $50 for the doll alone. And then, of course, with the membership, that costs $10 extra. And then with tax, shipping, imports, whatever, it's probably going to be like under 100 or 100 something. So, realistically speaking, if you're in the US, yes, it's cheaper. With the membership, if you already got it, it's cheaper. You're really just paying $50 then. But if you're not in the US and you haven't paid for the membership, then basically you're still paying the same amount like for the older Haute Couture collection. Just now, maybe it's like what you're saving, like $10 maybe, because it's not 75. So it's still expensive. Like, don't get it twisted. It's still expensive, but yeah, it is significantly. It's $25 cheaper. Like, it's not like if it were 40, 49, 45, I would be like, okay, wow, that's very good. Like, wow, commendable even from Mattel. But no, it's really just, it's not like a big price leap. Like it's barely a change really. If you're not in the US, it's still going to be expensive. Like, realistically speaking, it's still going to be very expensive. The description reads, Ghoulia Yelps wears a screamium three-piece ensemble with glam details. Her cropped turtleneck is layered with sheer puff sleeves and paired with a high-gloss jumpsuit featuring a metallic zipper trim. An exoskeleton corset brings all the drama, while drippy satin ribbon cuffs complement the look. The outfit reaches new heights with thigh-high boots featuring a scary cute stiletto heel, making Ghoulia Yelps a bona fide fashion icon. It includes the doll, obviously. The release date is this Friday, March 24th. The smartest ghoul at Monster High is creeping the halls in a look that's sure to make the other ghouls rest in peace. Says, okay, girl, oh my god, slay. This zombie signature brain print appears on the cropped turtleneck and thigh-high boots. Our high fashion corset resembles a rib cage in front and closes with a spinal cord design in the back. Her gravestone purse features some delightful surprises, and then dramatic makeup and ghoulish accessories, including earworm earrings, a skeletal crown, and OG glasses complement the look. So yes, and there's a limit of 2 per person, which is also ironic since if you're probably lucky to even just get one. With the limited quantity. Like, are you kidding me? With 2 per person? Like, oh my god. Okay, now that we've gone over the official descriptions and such, let's take a look at I guess some of the controversies. I don't know anymore. The boots. Let's talk about the boots. The boots are the first ever fabric boots for Monster High. And I saw, this is really from Artistic Me's story on Instagram, that they mentioned the boots just kind of look like a little bit like bad, I guess, and I get that they definitely don't look as good as the Rainbow High boots, but this is Monster High's first try, so like maybe they'll look better in person, who knows. But I do feel like, you know, they look cute, but I do feel like maybe the material that they're using here is maybe not like the best material for the boots. I don't know. I think they look okay, but definitely it's just the first rodeo, so maybe they'll look better in time when they develop more techniques for Monster High fabric boots. I do love the heel with the skeleton hand. Like, that's really cool. Oh, and look at this. Wouldn't you know, of course we already have our first scalper listings on Ghoulia barely hours after she just dropped with the official stock photos. Wow, that is just, y'all are hard at work. Jesus. If I do get her, which I'll get into that in a second, I definitely feel like she looks better next to the Haute Couture Wave 1 collection, just because she just kind of has like that elevated look. And, you know, Midnight Runway is all about masks, and she doesn't have a mask, so that does kind of like, you know, mess up her aesthetic and like the theming. So this is really sucky for the designer, because they did an amazing job at the actual outfit. It really sucks because Ghoulia herself looks great. I think she looks good, and the packaging is like a little bit uninspired, but that's okay. I feel like the actual design of the doll for once is actually kind of cool. It looks awesome. The ribcage belt, corset thing, like, are you kidding? Like, the boots, even if they could look better, they still look really good. There's still something new for Mattel to do with Monster High. So it really sucks that this whole situation has kind of taken away some of the excitement for Ghoulia, because she's amazing. She really is. At the beginning, when the membership was announced, there was some information that declared, specified that members would have the chance to purchase exclusive made-to-order items available only to fan club members. For these items, we produce only the quantity ordered by members, so as long as you place an order for one of these items within the priority window for ordering, you'll receive one. So basically saying that if you're a member, and for these member exclusive releases, you would be able to pre-order, the doll, and so every member would for sure get one, because that's kind of like the whole point of the membership. I know there's like more perks, but like, let's be honest here, like the basic, like the main attraction here is being able to buy exclusive dolls. So the whole point of the membership is to buy exclusive dolls, pay a yearly subscription, and that you are guaranteed to get a doll. But then here, Monster High replies to a comment saying that apparently, nope, sorry, there's a limited quantity here with this doll of Ghoulia. So, that basically means that even if you are a member, which is the only way you would be able to get her, you would still not be guaranteed a doll just because you're a member, which, what? That basically contradicts the whole statement we just read. And this is very sussy. It's sketchy, sussy. I don't like it. It's icky. I don't like Mattel anymore. I had hope that they can maybe right their wrongs with real drama, the pre-productions, now with G3 School Ultimate Secret Series 1. There's a lot of things here that have not been properly released, that they only released in short little batches, and people are annoyed. People are not a fan of this when Mattel does this. It's also with Mattel Creations releases with Haute Couture. Like, it's not cool. It doesn't look good. And then they release this membership, which is a cool concept because you get exclusive dolls. But then what's the point if the exclusive dolls for the members only are not even guaranteed to get these exclusive dolls, because even then there's a limited quantity. But for what purpose, if they could have just as easily done this whole release as a pre-order thing, where again, like they explained in the initial little paragraph, that members would be able to buy and secure members exclusive items. But nope, apparently not, at least not for Ghoulia, which again is the whole draw of paying the membership thing, which now people have done. people have paid for the membership, counting on Ghoulia, getting Ghoulia, and now the people who have paid for her are not guaranteed to get a Ghoulia doll. So just how that sucks. Like how much does that suck? Like it sucks a lot because you're not guaranteed to even get a doll, even though you have paid the gatekeeping fee of getting exclusive dolls. Like, excuse me? Like they couldn't even put up go the extra step and just put up the pre-order, and so that every member can at least get what they paid for. Because again, let's be honest, we all people who paid for the membership paid to get Ghoulia and other exclusive dolls. But now, even though you may have paid, you're still not guaranteed to get the doll, who's now double the times exclusive, because not only now is Ghoulia released on Mattel Creations, but number 2, she's now also a limited quantity members only doll, which will make her even more expensive when she hits scalper prices on eBay, which yes, she has already been found. She's listed for insane amounts of prices already for $200, and she's not even out yet. So, and she costs only $50. So even a lower price point that we thought was a good thing turns out to be a very suspicious thing. And it really, like, Mattel, they are very nasty. they're so sly with the way they word things at the initial start of the membership, and now again, like limited quantity. Like what is this crap? Like what are they pulling here? They really think they can have their cake and eat it too. Like, excuse me, no, we have brains. And I for one, I'm glad I didn't pay for the membership, because like I would feel horrible knowing that I paid a membership for a whole year, and probably Ghoulia realistically is probably only going to be one of maybe 2 or 3 dolls this year who's going to be an exclusive. And again, that turns out to not even be a good thing because they are limited quantity. They're not pre-orders. So like, what is even the point? Basically, you paid extra for no reason, because while you may have the option to purchase her now on Friday, it still does not guarantee you that you will get her. Bots and scalpers will probably still get her before you do. So what is the point of the membership? Like, we all thought, oh wow, the membership will surely help to make us fans be able to get these releases more easily. Surely. Yes? No. No. It's not the case, because now it's just the same thing. We're back at the start. We're back at square one. It doesn't matter. It's like if this was an ordinary Mattel Creations release, like it doesn't matter. Like it truly doesn't. Like I'm speechless. This is so bad. I don't even words. Please help me. I need to find words, because the amount of frustration and annoyance I feel right now, and I haven't even paid. I haven't even paid. If you paid, how must you feel? I would have felt scammed, to be honest. And it's not like a huge deal. Like it's like you paid the membership fee for Ghoulia. Like I think 99% of us who paid probably just paid for Ghoulia, and then it's like you're not even guaranteed to get one. Yes, you may try to get one, but again, it's not a guarantee. It's like they're trying to play you. It's like it's not a scam, because it's like a specification of like wording, which sucks even more, because like legally probably they're fine, they didn't do anything wrong, but it's like, wow, like it's so convenient for them to like ease their fans, and like, yes, no, if you're like a member, these member exclusives, you will be able to get one. But then no, of course, no, now that we have the actual pictures and she's releasing in 2-3 days, no, now of course it comes to light that she's a limited quantity release. So like, wow. If you can't tell, I'm frustrated. And again, I didn't even pay. So this is just amazing in all the wrong and horrible ways. And once again, this just proves, if it wasn't obvious before, this proves now for sure that Mattel and this whole membership is just one big, scam. I mean, I'm just saying it. Come on, it just feels like it. It really does. And it really feels like they're just trying to milk their fans for all they're worth from every single dang penny that they own. And it sucks because again, Ghoulia, she did not deserve this. She's amazing. She looks great. But like, what is the point here? It's so stucky. It's so bad. Anyways, sorry. I really went off. I'm sorry. It had to be said. It's just, at the core of it, Mattel has done this before in other shapes or forms, deceiving their fans and customers of something specific, or like not releasing something properly, like with real drama, or like, it's just, Mattel has done so many things in the past that are very questionable, and really makes me lose trust in them as a company. And every time something happens, I'm just like, wow, it really rubs me the wrong way. And this is even worse because people were under false pretense that, you know, if you're a member, you are guaranteed to get one. But nope, I just wish they would have specified that at least, so it wouldn't feel as scammy and just icky like as it does now, because it's like people actually had to ask, you know, on like Facebook and stuff, on like Monster High pages, and ask, you know, through comments, Monster High, what was the release going to be. And then that's how it came out that it was going to be a limited quantity. So like, if no one would have asked, we wouldn't have even known until Friday. So like, that's the crazy part. Like, they wouldn't have told us otherwise if we wouldn't have asked. So, and I feel like that should be that should be upfront information for people who are, you know, purchasing the membership exclusively only for Ghoulia. Like, now you're not even guaranteed to get one, so it just really sucks. But anyways, let me know what you think of this whole situation down below. I hope this video was still enjoyable. Yeah, leave me a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more content like this, coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.